Module 3 – Implementing and Managing Food Safety, part of HSQC's Foundation in Food Safety Level 2 training. In this module, we will learn about food safety codes and regulations. What are the global standards? What are the EU regulations? We will then move on to the legal aspects of food safety, including environmental health officers, who are they and what powers do they possess? Finally, for this module, we will learn about food safety training, the importance of training, the legal requirements for training, the training requirements for food handlers, the duties of a proactive food handler. Module 3, Section 1, Food Safety Codes and Regulations. Food safety is an area in which there is both a governmental and individual responsibility. The United Nations, the World Health Organization, and the Food and Agriculture Organization have global responsibilities for managing food safety and health. Individual countries set their laws and regulations based on the global organizations. They vary slightly by country and region, but the root principle is the same and is based on implementing good hygiene, the principles of HACCP, and a scientific approach. How is country and regional food safety law implemented? The Codex Alimentarius Commission, established in 1963 by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, and the WHO, develops harmonized international food standards, guidelines and codes of practice to protect the health of consumers and ensure fair trade practices in the food trade. The Codex is used as the base reference for the development of regional and national acts and regulations related to food safety. What are the rules in Europe? European Regulation EU No. 178/2002. The principal aim of retained EU law regulation EC 178/2002, General Food Law, is to protect human health and consumers' interest in relation to food. It applies to all stages of production, processing, and distribution of food and feed, with some exceptions. Food businesses must comply with food and feed safety law. To place safe food on the market, food businesses must ensure the following: traceability of food, appropriate presentation of food, suitable food information is provided, including labelling, prompt withdrawal or recall of unsafe food placed on the market, recall systems for non-conforming foods. Food and feed imported into and exported from Great Britain, GB, shall comply with EU food law. Food labelling. European Regulation EU No. 1169/2011 is the main law relating to food labelling in the European Union. The regulation is very detailed, but the main clauses include the following: all foods intended for human consumption have to be labelled, and the label has to be legible and easy to understand. Allergen content must be clearly indicated on the label in accordance with the regulations. Nutritional information to be displayed clearly for all packaged products. Strengthens the rules to prevent misleading practices. Personal hygiene. European Regulation EC No. 852/2004. This regulation relates to the personal hygiene requirements of the individual food handler. It states, all food handlers must maintain a high degree of personal cleanliness. All food handlers must wear suitable, clean and protective clothing. Persons suffering from any infectious disease, for example, salmonellosis, are not permitted to handle food or enter any food handling area. Any person who suffers any illness must report immediately to their food business supervisor. This regulation puts a legal responsibility on you as a food handler.